Hello, everyone. Welcome to Because of Eli. We are here recording at Frosted Nug Productions. This is our general trigger warning. This podcast discusses death, child loss, suicide, mental health, and the different parts of grief. We are not trauma professionals, therapists, psychologists, or psychiatrists. We offer no professional advice. We are just two friends with a lot of life experience who want to help others. Welcome to Because of Eli.
Welcome, Erica. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I will. For those of you joining us for the first time, we do some pretty lengthy intros in some of our previous episodes, but I am Erica and I am a registered nurse, and I've spent the majority of my nursing career working in the world of death and dying, and just here to help share my experience.
Thank
Amy,
you.
welcome.
Thank you. So my name is Amy. I am a grieving mother. I am a registered nurse as well. And my focus on my nursing career has been corrections, substance use disorder, psych nursing, public health. And I'm a huge advocate, and I've always have been, for mental health.
All right. And welcome to episode 4. Today's episode is pets and plants.
Yes.
So before we get into it, Amy, what did you do to help yourself this week?
So actually I was all week because I knew you were going to ask me this question. So I was trying to think, I don't think that I've really done anything for myself this week. I've worked a lot. Last night I worked a double. So it's just been a lot all week, a lot of hours. I'm just tired by the time I get home. So I haven't really done anything. But today we went to a get together for the support group that we attend. And it was really nice to meet in person because I do attend it through Zoom. So it was nice to actually see people in person. So it was really, really nice.
How often do they do in-persons?
This was our first experience having a get together like that, but they do the meetings once a week. And that's in person and Zoom. So every Monday night they do a meeting.
Okay.
So it's education the first hour, and then the second hour is a support group. And you're broken into groups based on basically who you lost, how you lost them. They kind of base those groups on that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of people coming in by Zoom?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that attend Zoom. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what it looks like in person, but I'm guessing it's probably a pretty good group of people.
Well, certainly necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're so warm. I mean, it's the first time I met them in person, and it felt like we knew all these people. So it was a really nice experience.
That's cool.
Yeah. So what did you do for yourself this week?
Well, I tried really hard to do something for myself and failed miserably. Excuse me. So we had to clean out our garage this week because we had some work being done, and I pulled out my mountain bike, and because it was out, I thought, I'm going to fix this thing up. I've got all the things I need. I have my air compressor, got it all cleaned up, and I'm like, let me just give it a couple test runs. The first one was good, just down the block and back. And I said, okay, great. It's going good. Going to change the seat position, whatever. Get back on. Go down the road. I'm like, let me check the suspension. And I'm not 20 anymore. And I forget that I'm not 20 anymore. And my foot came right off the pedal. The pedal went backwards into my shin. And a little bit of blood later, there was actually somebody biking the other direction. So I just got back on and pretended like I was fine.
Oh, no.
It's like, no, it's great. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Everything's
Everything's
good.
good.
It's fine.
Yes. Oh.
So that was right before my run. So I had to run with
Oh, no.
the sweat didn't feel great, and then hit the gym and then the shower. So all of it hasn't been great on the open skin. But it's fine because now my bike is ready to go.
Yeah,
I just have to find a helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously.
I have a good track record so far of my Coming back, my redo of mountain biking.
Yeah. Definitely need a helmet.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So,
I was just going to mention, so Jack did help us set the cameras up.
oh,
And he, just want to say, he zoomed them way out. He said, that looks great. You're zoomed out really far. Thanks, buddy.
Jack being Amy's husband, who usually is our tech production in the back, but he is otherwise occupied. So, yes, he did make sure to let us know that we were well zoomed back, and thus we looked good.
Yeah.
It's going well today. So that's also something that was not building my spirits. Not
You fell off a bike,
fell off the bike.
and you had to be really zoomed out to look good.
Fell off a bike like a 7-year-old, and then told, let's zoom out a little bit on you. It's
Good day.
going well. Good day for me. All right, Amy, speaking of good days.
Yes.
So you picked today's topic, pets and plants.
I did. I felt like we needed a little bit lighter topic. And tomorrow is 6 months since Eli passed. So it's a little weird today. I feel a little off my game today, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. So I thought, let's talk about something that's been super helpful, and pets and plants.
Perfect.
So I was mentioning to you earlier, so I'm just going to repeat this on here. I feel like the pet. Okay. So pets, I feel like, are the perfect example of what we were talking about a couple episodes ago, when we talked about showing up for people, and you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. You just have to be there. And pets are a perfect example of that. They're just there. They're just there. You aren't laughing, and it's making me laugh. Sorry.
All right. For the listener, this is our first unscripted episode.
We are just winging it, and you see we're doing a fantastic job.
You can edit now, right?
I think so. If not,
We gotta
we're just gonna, yeah. Oh, all right. Erica, you want to tell me about your plants? Tell me about those plants.
No, there's no plants in my house, Amy.
What'd you call it?
My house is a plant hospice. It's where they go to die. I do not have a green thumb. It's black,
Yeah.
and I kill all the plants. Loretta got succulents once. My daughter, she brought home some succulents. They stayed alive for about 6 months.
Okay.
So that was pretty
well,
good.
that is pretty good.
They were her responsibility, but they lived in my house.
Yeah.
So
They
that was
still
probably
died.
fine. They absolutely died.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Succulents.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But no, my house is absolutely a plant hospice.
So I used to be no good with indoor plants. I loved outside. Loved, all the plants outside. But inside, I couldn't keep anything alive. So I'm getting better at it. But since Eli passed, I've become obsessed with plants. So I've added numerous flower beds outside, and inside I have plants all over. My porch is covered in plants, and I want more plants. Every time we go to the store, I'm like, oh, look at
Come
that.
home with a plant.
Yes. Yeah. So as it's getting cooler, I'm trying to figure out where all of these plants are going to go in my house.
Oh no!
Yeah, because they're going to have to come in. And they're
they
everywhere.
don't live in the cold.
No. So my porch is covered.
No.
The patio out back is covered. Like I just have plants everywhere. So they're gonna have to find a place. I've taken some to work. I've given them away, and they're just so
And
many.
they're not even productive plants. They're not like giving you vegetables.
No.
They're just
They're
existing.
just existing, but
And
they're
you're
so
caring for
beautiful.
them.
Yes.
And you're now they have to live in your house.
Yes. Yes. But I feel like the plants help because for me, it was like playing in the dirt felt good.
Yeah.
Planting it, nurturing it, watching it grow, it all felt very therapeutic. But I felt good being outside and in the dirt. It was like some of my really hard days. I was like, I just need to plant something. So Jack would take me to the store, we buy plants, and then come home. That's how I ended up with all the extra flower beds, because I'm like, oh, filled that up. Now we need a new spot. But I would just, like, today's a bad day. I need to plant something. So we would go get flowers or plants or whatever.
You need one of those like hanging
Yeah.
plant
Yeah.
beds
Yes.
so that you can stack them
Yeah.
for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And your cat will knock them all down.
Yes.
It'll
Yep.
be fine.
Yes.
Well, good. I mean, that's what they talk about, right? Like grounding, like really centering yourself with the earth and
Yeah.
touching dirt and touching grass
Yeah.
and like getting that share from the earth.
Mm-hmm. And I felt it.
Yeah.
I mean, some people might think it sounds strange, but it did help. It was just like as soon as my hands touched the dirt, it was just like, oh, like I got this. I can get through this today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if all you do
Yes.
is plant something.
That's right.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. But like, and with the pets, with the pets, they don't care if you didn't shower for a couple days or brush your teeth.
They
So-
really prefer it because
Yeah.
you're with them that whole time.
Yeah. But you can just be, they just love you, and it's nice to have them there, and it is therapeutic.
Yeah.
At the hospital I work at, we have a therapy dog that comes in every week, and it's a benefit to the patients and to the staff. Like, she'll come to our morning meeting in the morning, and she's in and out of everybody at the conference table. She's just weaving in and out, and everybody's like, oh, and just petting her and just so happy that she's there.
Yeah. I think that's definitely, I feel like they probably like coming for the staff
Yeah.
just as much as they do for the patient.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we have, so at a camp where my daughter works, they have therapy dogs. They bring the therapy dogs in, and these kids have different diagnoses, and often can't attend a normal camp. So we, contract with specialty people to come in, and we have dogs that come that only have 2 legs,
Oh my goodness.
and they are therapy dogs.
Yeah, that's
But-
probably amazing for those kids to see
and
that.
our camp is ADA accessible, so we'll have a kid in a wheelchair, and here comes a dog also in a wheelchair, and it's a really cool experience. Like it just takes a good temperament. It doesn't matter what type of dog it is or what they look like or if they have all their legs. They can be a therapy dog
Yeah.
when you know that they're the right fit to do it. That's always so much fun.
Yeah. The assisted living that I worked at, they would have different kind of animals come in. Sometimes cats, rabbits. I think after I left, they had like one of those miniature horses come in. So it's just a benefit to people of all ages and,
Yeah.
all kinds of different, medical diagnosis or ages or settings. It's such a benefit.
And not even dogs and cats and horses. At one of the places where I work, we have a therapy chicken.
Yes, I forgot about that.
And the therapy chicken can just wears a little diaper inside, has a little thing, sits on kids' laps, and sometimes the staff just take her
Yeah.
and sit with her for 45 minutes.
That would be me. I was
That's
going to
what
say
I do
that would be me.
every time she's there.
Yeah.
And it's just a really neat experience because some of the kids might not otherwise get to see a chicken up close,
Right.
even. So it's really anything.
That is really cool. It is really cool.
We and we talk about pets being therapy pets, coming to the unit, your pets at
Yeah.
home. Did your animals change at all?
They definitely respond when I cry. They could be across the room or in another room and they'll hear me and they'll come running. Like they're just, it's like an alarm or like a bell. They just will, as soon as they hear it. And then if I'm sitting like on the couch, they just are all over me and like kissing me and laying on me. And then they're basically medium. I have 3 dogs. 2 of them are medium sized and I have one little one, and they're like all trying to pile on my lap, and they definitely respond to, they can feel it and they hear me cry.
Yeah.
And they're coming to comfort me.
I don't even know if my dogs would do that. I
Yeah.
don't think I've cried enough in front of
Yeah.
them to know.
Yeah.
I think I definitely know the dog that's my dog.
Yeah.
You know, the one that I'm bonded with the most. He probably, if he heard me crying, would come bite whoever was sitting next
Yeah.
to me, because he's also ill-tempered.
Yes.
And he'd think that they did something.
Yeah.
That is how that would end.
Yeah. And then Willow, our smallest one,
My
that was,
favorite.
yes, that was Eli's dog. So she was very clingy to Eli, very, very clingy. So when he was in the hospital a couple years ago, so he was gone about 10 days, she was a mess when he was gone. And then when he came back, she was just like all over him. And it made him feel good because
Yeah.
she missed him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
For my poor little Willow.
Yes. Yeah.
She's my baby now.
Yes. But like plants can also be a living memorial too. So like if you plant a tree somewhere, you have a garden, that is a great way to honor someone. And when Eli passed, I had a few people have trees planted in parks.
Yeah.
So there's some trees. Oh, I forget. It was somebody that his dad knows had trees planted. I forget where. I can't remember now where they had theirs, but I had a friend that had trees planted in Pennsylvania, in a park in Pennsylvania. So we haven't made it out there yet, but we definitely want to go out there. But I think that's a great way to honor someone too. It's a living thing.
Yeah. It's something you can always go back to
Yeah.
and visit. I have a story that I haven't asked if I can share, but I'll ask
Oh, yeah.
after. It's
Yeah.
not, it's somebody that I know who recently lost a grandparent,
Yeah.
and they had a beautiful story about a tree that her grandfather would talk about
Aw.
in childhood,
Oh,
like remembering this
wow.
tree, going to this tree,
Yeah.
climbing this tree.
Yeah.
And he would go back from time to time and like have a picnic or would just around this tree. And they recently got to spread his ashes around the tree.
Aw.
And they didn't even like, they knew that it was an important thing to him, but they actually found it in writing after
Yeah.
he passed. Like,
Oh,
I hope that I can be
Yeah.
put back by this tree.
what a
was
fantastic
really
way to
cool.
honor him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It was a neat story. I was impressed with her storytelling ability as well. She did a really great job, like
Aw.
building his legacy with this and
Yeah.
talking about the tree and his childhood and things like that.
Aw.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very cool. I love that. I
Yeah.
really do like that.
You can always hear stories. So I'd love if someday we get listeners telling us their stories
Yes.
to share, and
Yeah.
then that can help lead our topics as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having guests. I'm looking forward to people sharing with us because I want everybody to have this opportunity to be able to talk about their person
Yeah.
because it does help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, just saying their name and getting to tell stories
Yeah.
is always going to be the
Abs-
biggest gift.
Absolutely. It keeps them alive.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah. And like at Eli's celebration of life, you know, we had talked about that in a previous episode. I had a friend that had all created these beautiful succulents with little notes in each one that says, you know, even though you're gone, your love continues to grow. And people have them and take pictures of them and send them like, look at Eli's succulent. Like it's almost like it's still a part of him and it's living and people look at it and think of him. And the wildflower seeds,
Yeah.
people planted those and send pictures like, look at it, you know, just so you can see it's still growing. But something living and people are thinking of him when they see it.
Right.
So I do think plants are such a therapeutic thing.
Yeah. In so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Noise.
I'm hearing way more background noise today because we don't have any of our tech production with
Yes.
us. It's
Yeah.
obviously
Usually
their
they're
fault.
Yes. Usually they're adjusting things for us.
That's right.
So we're trying to do it on our
They're
own.
disinvited for
Yeah.
the next episode. I wanted to talk about pets a little bit and talk
Yeah.
about grieving and grieving pets.
Yes.
So, make the topic a little bit heavier.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually a doctor, and his name is Dr. Christopher Kerr. And I saw him speak at a hospice and palliative conference before he had a TED Talk and was featured on a Netflix documentary as well.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And he did a study on end-of-life visions. So he actually worked for a hospice and went out and polled patients and families and talked to them and heard their story and listened for what these people were seeing. So he talked to veterans who were having flashbacks, and he talked to like older adults who were getting closer to death and what they were seeing and who they were seeing. And one of the most interesting things that he found was children who were facing death would often dream about their pets that had passed. So there was a child featured on the documentary, and she was talking about how she would wake up in the morning and her dog was sitting next to her bed.
Oh.
And it took her a really long time after waking up to realize, well, he died and he can't possibly be here.
Yeah.
His research is really, really fascinating because it's very data driven and based on self-reported visions.
Okay.
And there's some things that just like it brings you such comfort. Like it's part of the transition that brings you some comfort is, oh, there's somebody I know there. And for kids, the reason that they're seeing pets is because that's sometimes the only thing they associate with dying. They
Right.
might not have lost a parent or aunt or uncle or grandparent or something, but they've probably lost a pet.
Right.
So that's who like there is waiting for them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. And then these kids, even if they're not, ill, when kids lose a pet, they're really grieving.
Oh, yeah. And
Like-
even adults, really,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
become your family.
It's so true. I mean, imagine I didn't have pets growing up, so I can't envision this at all. But like my dog, I've had longer than my child.
Yeah.
So my child has had this dog present for their entire life.
Right.
And now that they're getting older, we're going to have to like face the reality of this loss. And that's going to
Right.
be like, that's a heavy one on a kid.
Absolutely.
When something dies, and it's sick, it's the first time of like, well, wait, we die? Like, do people die?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things about that it's almost like a practice grieving. It's almost like you hope a kid loses an animal before they lose a family member
Right.
in some ways, so you can have those conversations when it's not so deep in the depths of mourning somebody close to them as well.
Right.
So that's a good time to have conversations with kids when that happens and talk through all their questions and let them come to you later and with questions they've thought of. And then, it might be helpful in the event there's something tragic that then happens.
Right.
No, I just love that. I would talk about
Yeah.
Dr. Kerr all day. All of his research is super fascinating.
Wow. I've never heard of him. So I've learned
A lot of
something
people haven't,
today.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And was there anything else that you wanted to talk about before we talk about our organization?
That was what I had on pets. We talked
Okay.
about therapy dogs,
Yeah.
about grieving dogs,
Yeah.
and therapy chickens. But it is true. I love that you brought this up and gave us an opportunity to come and talk about it in a little more relaxed
Yes.
way.
Yeah. absolutely. Because I felt like I didn't want to keep having heavy topics every week.
Yeah.
You know, because it is a roller coaster. So some days are heavier than others, and it's okay to be light and happy and laughing sometimes. So
I proved that
helps.
tonight. It's
Yeah.
okay. You can
Yes.
just keep laughing on
Yes.
camera and pretend it's not happening.
yeah,
It's great. It's fun.
exactly, exactly. Like sometimes it's like that.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in closing.
Sure.
We hope we helped a few of you feel more validated, more heard and seen. If you're supporting someone who's lost a child, please remember to say their name, talk about them, remember them. And as always, we are here because of Eli. And typically at the end of each episode, we provide information on a resource. However, we thought it might be appropriate to shout out an organization that goes along with our topic today.
Mm-hmm.
So our organization that we're talking about today is Grassroots Rescue,
Which you're a huge part of.
which I wouldn't say huge part of because it's a huge rescue organization. I have been fostering for them for over 10 years. So we currently actually have a foster puppy now, if anyone's looking.
Yeah.
And
You should tell us a little bit about your puppy.
oh, my puppy, her name is Minnie Mouse because they let me name her.
And of course it's Disney.
Of course it is. It's so normally in my house we have little dogs and she's a big dog and I don't know how they snuck her by because normally they know better.
Yeah.
But she's about a year old. She was found as a stray and taken into a high kill animal shelter that our rescue takes from in a different state because the state that we're in luckily is a no-kill state. So we take dogs from shelters that are at red. That means that if a dog comes in, a dog gets euthanized.
Okay.
So it's a very, very like potent need down there to get dogs out.
Oh, absolutely.
So when she came with 26 other dogs and in a van. There's a whole other nonprofit that actually gets the dogs from the shelters and brings them up to us.
Okay.
So that's where we get all of our dogs. And Minnie is 1, but acts like she's 8 weeks old. She's still figuring out how to be a dog.
Yeah.
So she's kind of in a puppy phase right now where she's learning, like, we don't chew on everything and how to be on a leash, but that's how they all come, you know? And so she has these huge webbed feet.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. Like,
Oh, wow.
like, you can look at her standing there and her feet are like ducks. It's like duck's feet that she has. But she's the sweetest. She is caring and loving, and all she wants to do is cuddle. And she needs a nice, active family who knows how to deal with puppies, but are ready for a big dog. I swear she's got some Rhodesian Ridgeback in her, and I've always said that's what I wanted. So the family's giving me a hard time about keeping her, but I'm like, no, we don't do puppies.
Yeah.
She can go to a family that loves that.
Yeah.
But
she would be good around kids because you have kids.
she is, as long as the family knows how to watch kids around a puppy.
Yeah.
So she's fine with our cat. She's fine with our other dog. She's very submissive with other dogs. But like our youngest is 9 and we know we have to watch her because she's a puppy.
Right.
And she's still like a little like, oh, are you a toy or are you a human?
Right.
And we're like, no, those are my pants. You're not allowed to eat them while they're on me. Thank you. But she's not doing any of it on purpose. So she just requires a family that's ready to train her. So she's available for adoption still. So Grassroots Rescue, where we are fosters with, is a 501c3. And we are on the whole Eastern Shore. So we're mostly in Delaware, but we adopt to anybody. You just have to go to the dog to meet them. And we pride ourselves on not discriminating against any breed or any dog or medical condition. We actually have had a bad run of puppies coming to us from shelters with parvo.
Oh, wow.
And they start showing symptoms like on the ride up and we take them and we treat them.
Wow.
And we're partnered with some amazing vets in the area. So we're very lucky like that. Grassroots sees value in all dogs and believes that every canine deserves their own unique chance at happily ever after.
Oh.
So all of our dogs are in foster homes. We
Which
don't
is
have
amazing.
a shelter at all.
Yeah,
So
that's
it is all
amazing.
foster based. So we also accept applications for fosters in all of Delaware and the Eastern Shore. We have one or two like up in Pennsylvania by the northern part of Delaware. And we're always looking for volunteers for like our events or transporting dogs, whatever the need may be. So Grassroots Rescue, and you can find them at grrde.org. And you can check out all of our adoptable dogs. I'm looking at right now.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
You are welcome. Thanks for giving me the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Absolutely. That's it. I just feel like it just tied in really well because the pets are therapy for you and you're giving a dog a chance at a home.
Yeah. And sometimes we get really good ones that we get to hang out
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. I
And
know
sometimes I just
some-
get puppies. Like somebody will be
Yeah.
like, I need someone to watch this puppy for an hour. And I'll be like, that I can do.
Yeah,
And I just cuddle
exactly.
the puppies.
Yeah. So we don't foster, but we transport for a rescue, Tri-State Basset. So we do transport for them, but we did adopt 2 dogs from them. That's how we got involved in that. But it's fun transporting too.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
As long as you don't fall in love and keep every one of them.
Yeah, that only happened to us once.
Amy.
That did happen to us. But she worked out. It was perfect. It was meant to be.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, she's our little baby. So I would like to thank everybody for joining us. And I just want to remind you to take care of yourself, take each day as it comes. Some days are easier than others. And if all you do today is survive, that's enough. This was for Eli and for every name you're still whispering. Thank you.
Thanks, Amy.